Okay, today for reading and writing, we are working on making and confirming predictions template. So we are going to think about what we're reading before we read it, make a prediction, then we'll read and we will write what we learned, and then we'll see if our prediction was correct. So this is something that we do when we read fiction books, but we also can do it when we read nonfiction. So the book that was uploaded to Seesaw today is titled Healthy Reefs. I'm just going to think about that title, kind of look at these pictures, think about my prediction. So a book titled Healthy Reefs, I think that I will probably learn what makes a reef healthy. And I think maybe a healthy reef has a lot of animals. So I'm going to write down that prediction too. I think a reef, period. Now I just need to click out, shrink my text box and put it in there. All right, I will learn what makes a reef healthy. I think a healthy reef has a lot of animals. All right, now it's time to read. And after I read, I'll go to my after reading response. So I'm going to go over here to read. Healthy reefs. When you are feeling sick, you may not look well. The same is true of coral reefs. Scientists keep track of a reef's health by watching for signs of problems. When you explore a coral reef, whether real or in pictures, use this checklist to see how healthy it is. Oh, cool. So this whole page is a checklist, and tells me that up there also, about what makes a reef healthy. So a coral reef is healthy if you see many large fish, barracuda, a healthy number of sea urchins, not too few and not too many, that one's so pretty, many algae-eating fish, those bright blue fish are really pretty, octopuses, some sharks, if you see many giant clams, conches, and mollusks. No bleached white coral, no dark blackish brown bands, no white bands, spots, or blotchy patches, no dark gray or black bands. Okay, so that was a lot of stuff. I'm going to think a little bit more closely about some of this. I noticed that it said many, many, many. So I did learn that you want a lot of large fish, a lot of algae-eating fish, and a lot of giant clams, like in this picture. So that's a new thing I learned. So I'm going to write that here. A healthy reef has many large fish, algae-eating fish, and giant clams. Okay, I'm going to see if my prediction was correct. Why or why not? My prediction was that I would learn what makes a reef healthy, and I did learn that. These things make it healthy. And I thought that a healthy reef would have a lot of animals. So I was right because it should have a lot of large fish, algae-eating fish, and giant clams. But I wasn't really right because you do not want any of these things, and you don't want too many urchins. So I was a little bit not right because if there were a lot of these urchins, that wouldn't be right. But I think mostly my prediction was correct. So I'm going to pull my text box down and say I was correct because mostly move this over. There should be lots of animals. All right, you could do this same template, making and confirming predictions, with any nonfiction book you have. And this one is also available on Raz Kids if you want to do it that way.